In this, we will read we'll chant the first two verses which you have already covered. Gangatarangaramadīya Jatakalapam Gaurī Nirantara Vibhūshita Vamabhagam Narayana Priyamanangamadapaharam Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham Vācāmagocaramανeka gunasvarūpam Vāgīša Vishnu surasevita pādapītam Vānena vigraha varena kalatravantam Varanasi purapatim bhaja Vishwanatham. In these two verses, the author Vyasaha, he had invoked the blessings of the Lord of Kashi, Vishwanatha. Vishwanatha Kshetra is considered to be the most holy city of India, and lots of people flock there for darshan, even though the temple is very small, really speaking. The deity is placed in a hall which is almost 1/4 of this hall. But it has a outer corridor and other things, but the viewing area is very, very small. Perhaps it was built so many hundreds of years back, and they didn't want to touch or destroy the original structure. But the beauty of the whole thing is the devotion and the dedication with which the pujas are performed there. Very amazing. And recently when we were there, our darshan was at 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning. So we were there lined up at 1 o'clock itself. And even at that time, so many people who were there assembled. And throughout the day, there are so many such devotees come there, thousands of people. A temple becomes powerful by the faith of the people that they have on that deity. Not that place itself, but the amount of faith people have in the deity which they worship. And so, such temples who have been there for thousands of years, great Mahatmas including Shankaracharya, Vyasa Maharaj himself, and so many such Mahatmas have come and meditated and worshipped the deity, that becomes very powerful. So when you go there, it's after all a form, it's after all a symbol, no doubt. But the reverence and the devotion that you gain in that place is not just that deity there, but the remembrance of how many such great luminaries, great Mahatmas who have come to see the same thing. It is like in looking at the moon. The moon is also a deity, we would say. Why? Because this moon, which has been there for thousands of years, how many great people have seen that and worshipped it? The sun. The beauty of the sun is not just the beauty of the sun, it is how many such great people have been inspired by looking at that sun. So in the same way, a temple becomes a great place of worship. It's because of the great people who have come and worshipped, great people who meditated on that. And so many people have come to do prayers there. So the deity here is Bhagavan Shiva. And as we have seen in these two verses, Vāgīša Vishnu Sura Sevita Pādapītam. One whose feet has been worshipped by Ganesha, Vishnu, and all these various suras. Sura means those who are devatas. Sura Sevita Pādapītam. And Bhagavan Shiva has got his own consort on his left side, Vamena Vigraha Varena Kalatravantam Varanasi Purapadim Bhaja Vishwanatham. Continuing, he says, Bhutadipam Bhujaga Bhushana Bhushitangam Vyagrajinam Varadaram Jatilam Trinetram Pashangushabhaya Varapradashulapanim Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham Bhutadipam Bhujaga Bhushana Bhushitangam Vyagrajinam Varadharam Jatilam Trinetram Pashangushabhaya Varapradashulapanim Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham. Bhutanam Adipalayati iti Bhutatipa. Pa means Palayati. Adhipa means a king. One who protects whom? Bhutanam. All the Bhutas. In Sanskrit, Bhu is to be. Bhu Bhavati. We are all Bhutas. We do look like all sometimes. Bhuta means anything that is a being, a thing that has come into being is called Bhuta. Bhuloka, and we say. Bhu means that which has come to be. So Bhuta means anything that has become come into manifest. So Bhuta Adhipa, Adhi means ruler. Adhikari, Adhisthana, Adhipati, anybody who rules or governs and controls is called Adhi. Pa means to protect. Pa Palayati. So Bhutadipa, when you say, the one who is the controller or the king of all the beings. So in our Vedantic tradition, what we see is, God is not a person or a personality. It is personification. That we must understand. It is not an individual person, somebody sitting there somewhere. But it is the presiding deity or power of all things. If you look at the moon or the sun, Bhagavan is in that also as the power of light. That's why Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Yad adityagatam tejaha Yad bhasayate akilam Yad adityagatam tejaha. That which is the persons in the form of a light in the sun, Yat chandramasi, that which is in the moon in the form of cooling light, Yat chak agnau, that which is in the fire which is allow you to cook, Tat tejaha, that presence, that brilliance, Mamakam is me. So what the sun can do, moon cannot do. What the moon cannot do, the sun cannot do. What the Agni can do, sun and moon cannot do. Sun can give us light, which is not only light but energy. It is the very essence and energy of the all vegetation is happening because of the sun. But what the moon can do is totally different. It can cool, it can give taste to the food. But what is there to cook? Can you cook the sun? Can you cook on the moon? It's the fire, isn't it? That's why Bhagavan Shiva has got all the three. Sun, moon and the fire are the three eyes of the Lord. Chandra Suryagni Lochanaha. Chandra Surya Agni. Three luminaries, three lights, which are without whom the existence cannot be there. If the moon is not there, sun is not there, the fire is not there, you cannot exist. So how does he therefore become the king of all living beings? Not by ruling them, but making them exist. See, the one important thing which we need to understand, the role of a king is to make us live. He must provide us for us to live. Then only he is a king. Then only he is a ruler. See, when you say he is the breadwinner of a house, what does it mean? He makes us alive. In the same way, a king must be one who makes sure the citizens are able to live. In whatever capacity they can live, he must provide for that. Not just taxing, but giving them back by which they can remain. They can sustain, they can live, they can flourish, they can prosper, they can remain healthy and happy in that very country. So, Lord is one who is in the form of the sun, in the form of moon, in the form of fire, in the form of plant, in the form of tree. In all forms, what makes them what they are, because of which the world can exist. In that way he rules. So, God is not any individual tyrant sitting there up and then punishing us for whatever we do. No. He makes sure that we remain existing. We live in the form of fire, in the form of air, in the form of prana. Without the prana, with air, we cannot even survive. So, Bhutadipam, Bhutanam Adiparayati. Bhutadipam. But the beauty of Bhagavan Shiva is that he is such a simple person. Extremely down to earth. Because he doesn't seek anything from anybody. He is only a giver, not a taker. He doesn't take anything from. So, what is his ornaments? Snakes. Bhujaga, Bhushana, Bhushita, Angam. What is this Bhushanam? Bhushanam means ornament. It is Bhujaga. It is the snake. Snake is his ornament. Ornamented, adorning, Bhushita Angam. His body is adorned with Bhujaga Bhushanam, the ornaments of snakes. Our Guruji used to say, he is the best person who can sustain himself with what others reject. What others don't want, he will take it and then say, that's enough for me. So one what is the most simple way of living? Simple way of living is making use of whatever you have to the maximum. Is it not true? Our problem is we never are happy with what we have and we are always unhappy about what we don't have. So when you said you are happy then, you are not happy with what you have and not happy with what you don't have also. But the economy goes on only when that happens. Otherwise nobody will buy anything. That will be a problem. I am happy with what I have. Then nobody will buy anything. Somebody asked me, Swamiji, if everybody becomes Swami, what happens? Then don't worry, nothing will happen. Nobody will. Such a situation would not occur. So, what does it mean that he is wearing the snake? One meaning is that who wants to have snake at their, in their body? Okay, so there's in a cage or it's fine, but not on my body. Or anywhere, I don't want to touch it. Slimy. Even if it is the what called fangs are removed, you don't want to touch it. When we were there in the Asian countries last year, so they have a huge snake, and they will put it on your body, and then take pictures all over the body. So somebody said, Swamiji, you go, I said, no, don't even bring it anywhere. Because this fangs are removed. Hey, whatever it is, I don't want to touch it. But Bhagavan here is wearing that as his ornament. It is said in Tulsi Ramayana that Shiva, what do you call the marriage between Shiva and Parvati. It is in the first part in the Balakand itself it comes. And so they were all very happy that finally Bhagavan Shiva is getting married. But these Bhutaganas who are there around, they do not know how to decorate this Bhagavan. They picked up one snake and put here, another snake, here, another snake. That's all is available there in Kailash. What else is available? Only stones and snakes and put there. So, Bhujaga Bhush. So, one meaning is he is happy with whatever is rejected by others. Doesn't care. See, when you are happy, you don't mind you don't even care about what you are minding. So, look at the small child which is very happy. You are the ones who go on putting cloth and all that thing, makeup and that fellow is not even interested in this. He just want to run. So, when you are happy, it doesn't matter what you are wearing. So when others the Bhutaganas are putting, you are just sitting and smiling. You do whatever you want. I am happy anyway. Bhujaga Bhushana Bhushita Angam. And Ambara cloth is what? Vyagra Ajinam. Ajinam means skin. Vyagra means tiger skin. He wears a tiger skin as his cloth. Vyagrajinam Baradaram. So he's wearing a tiger skin. What it means is he has conquered that wild mind. Like a tiger. Tiger, cannot keep quiet. Either it is sleeping or it is hunting. Only two things he can do. Right? If it is not hunting, it is sleeping. If it is not sleeping, it is hunting. Only two things he can do. Similarly, our mind is that. Either it is running wild everywhere or tired sleeping. True or false? When is it that it is with itself? It is hunting in the world or tired sleeping. So this symbolically represent that the Lord wearing the skin of a tiger as his loincloth means he has conquered the tiger, meaning the mind. Put it as his own wrap around. Vyagra ajinam bharadaram jatilam, one who has matter logs. As I yesterday also explained that what it really means. It's like the Himalayas, which is the abode of wisdom, which is on his head. The whole wisdom is with him. Trinetram, which I told you, the three-eyed form means Chandra, Surya, Agni. Moon, sun and the fire. So the moon is only a reflection of the sun. The sunlight alone is reflected in the moon. But the beauty is, sun's light is so hot and very intense, the moon takes it, makes it cool. And available to us. And when you see the moon, the mind becomes calm and quiet. One meaning. Second meaning is, mind is moon, sun is the intellect. And the speech is fire. The presiding deity of mind is moon. Presiding deity of intellect is fire. Intellect is sun. And presiding deity of speech is fire. And we usually use that also, fiery speech. And when you are chanting Gayatri Mantra, which is for the intellect, Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Diya means Buddhi. And he is whom are you addressing? Savita Devata, Savitru Sun. Om Bhuvasvaha Tat Savituhu. That Savitru, the sun. Varenyam, most worshipful. Bhargo Devasya, the light of all the gods. Dhimahi, we meditate. Yo yaha diyaha prachodaya. Yo yona prachodaya. He make our intellect very powerful. So presiding deity of the intellect is, Buddhi is sun. And the mind is the moon, as you all know, waxing and waning and all the time. It's never the same. Sometimes it is good full and then it goes on shrinking and not there. And again it comes back. That's our mind. Then fire, speech. Speech is fire because intensity. And fire because it can change things. Because you see, if you put the food and the various other ingredients you put, and the fire only it transforms into different thing, right? In the same way, speech can transform thinking. Speech can transform people's ideas. So the speech is the presiding deity of Vacho Agnihi in Tattvabodha. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says. Presiding deity. Buddhehe Suryaha Manasaha Chandrama Vachaha Agnihi. Of the Vak, it is the fire is the presiding deity. So, Trinetram, meaning he who is symbolically representing all the three eyes, three fires. Bhutadipam bhujaga bhushana bhushitangam vyagrajinam baradaram chatilam trinetram. And the physical form of the Lord is explained. He has 4 hands. Pasha, Angusha, Abhaya, Varaprada and Shulapani. In one hand he has Pasha. Pasha means rope. Pasha. Angusha means gourd. It's a small weapon. Then another hand Abhaya Varaprada. He is showing that I will protect you. Be fearless. And another is Shula. That is Trishul. The 4-handed form of the Lord. In one he has the rope. Another he has the gourd. Third he has a symbol of fearlessness, protection, which also gives the blessings. And the 4th one he has the Shul. The Trishul. Pasha, is a rope. And Pasha means passion. Rope means hope. Because we are people of lot of passion, lot of hope, lot of expectation. And Bhagavan says, that is what is binding you. What does the rope do? It is to bind, right? And we are bound by that rope only, constantly. And the Bhagavan says that if you are bound by the world, I have to put my rope to pull you back. My pasha is to remove your passion. So people who are so attracted to or to be so involved and attached to the world, the Lord says, I will put the rope and then pull you back to myself. Okay, one. If you don't come, I have the Ankush. The Ankush is a particular small little weapon which is used for pricking you. Elephant is they use it for elephant. Elephant is such a huge animal, How does that fellow mouth is able to control it? He will have this Ankusha. It will prick you. Don't go anywhere. Go straight. That's an Ankusha. And if you are able to thus listen to the command of the Lord, then Abhayam. Abhaya Varaprada. I'll give you the fearlessness. I will protect you and give you the Vara, the boon. And if you have thus become the devotee of the Lord, then the Shula, which represents three are there. Trident it is called. Meaning you go beyond the 3. 3 means, it can mean 3 gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, or 3 you go beyond mean 3 stages of experiences, jagra, swapna, sushupti, or you go beyond the 3 kala, that is past, present and future. So the 3 representing that which is of the world and he who has conquered that. And this he wears 3 also. Burnt all the 3 qualities. Sattvika, Rajasika, Tamasika, everything is burnt. Wearing that, it's a Tripundarika it's called. All over the body. Saying that I have burnt all the qualities that makes the individual limited, satvika, rajasika and tamasic. Or I have conquered my mind in such a way that I gone beyond past, present and future, or waking, dream and deep sleep state of experiences. So, here he says, Pashangushabhaya vara pradash. Prada means prakrashena dadadi iti pradaha. Da means to give. Prada means the one who gives. Vara prada. What vara? Abhaya vara pradam. He gives the fearlessness. Shulapanim. Pashangushabhaya vara prada shulapanim. Varanasi purapatim bhaja Vishwanatham. Shitam shushobita Kirita virajamanam Bala balekshananala Vishoshita panchabhanam Nagadiparachita Basura karnapuram Varanasi purapatim bhaja Vishwanatham. Sitam shushobita girita virajamanam Balekshananala vishoshita panchabhanam Nagadiparachita bhasura karnapuram Varanasi purapatim bhaja Vishwanatham. What is his kirita that he wears? He doesn't have any kirita. We cannot, because it's such a huge jatin is there, jata is there, he cannot wear. But he has a kirita, which is nothing but the crescent moon. It's a very interesting symbolism there. Shita Amshu. Amshu means ray. And sun's ray is Ugramshu. But whereas moon's ray is Sheet, cool. Shidamshu means the moon. Shobhita, shining. Kirita, the headgear or what you call that? Crown. Virajamanam, one who is wielding that. The one who wields the crescent moon on his head as the kirita or as the crown. Now, what does it mean? Moon, as I said, is representing the mind. Crescent moon means a very thin part of the moon. As you see, it is not the full moon. It's a very, maybe second day or the first day of the moon. Or second day or third day. Chandrachuta, that's why we call it Chandrachuta. One of the names for Bhagavan Shiva. This Chandra or the crescent moon is to represent mind is there but not there. See, to operate in this world you need the mind, but not the mind which is distracted and moving about all over the place. So when Bhagavan is sitting in meditation, he is not sleeping. It appears to be that he is totally gone out of away from the world. No. He is present, but not to be active in the world. He is aware of the world. So if you are sleeping, you are not available. If you are awake, then you are doing everything. So Bhagavan here representing the meditative state where I am aware of the world, but I am not part of the world. So the mind is there, not sleeping, but not there to operate in the world. Only to be awake. So that is represented by the crescent moon. Shitam Shushopita Kirita Virajamanam. And his third eye, which is called Bala Ikshanam. In Sanskrit, Iksh is to see. Iksh is to see. Iksha. Ikshanam. So, now you see, the third eye of the Lord is used to burn desire. So, as I said yesterday also, the story of how Kamadev was burnt. Kamadev representing all possible desires that come to us. And that can be burned only with the fire of knowledge. So this third eye representing the fire of knowledge symbolically. Which means, once you have the right knowledge, the desire cannot stay there. So, Bale Ikshana, that's what he said. Anala, with the fire of that third eye which he has in his middle of his forehead, with that Vishoshita, completely burned, dried up, what? Panchabhanam. Panchabhana means Kamadeva. This Kamadev, the Cupid, and he, as I said yesterday also, he distracts the attention of the people by creating passion. And what does he use it for that? He uses flower arrow for that. The flower arrow, he uses that. So therefore, he is referred as Panchabhana, one who has the flower arrow with himself. Bhana, as you know, Bhana is the arrow. So he uses the flower as his arrow to distract the people. So he is destroyed, Vishoshitam, he is completely dried up by the fire that emerged out of the third eye of the Lord. So when you invoke Bhagavan Shiva in your heart, desires are threatened. And especially when he opens the third eye, no desire can ever remain there. Completely burnt. Naga Adipa Rachita Bhasura Karna Purnam. And again, this symbolically that Naga Adipa means the Sheshnag. It's called Naga Adipa. So Sheshanag himself is the very ornament of this Lord who is sitting in his ear as a earring, Karnapura. His earring is made of Sheshanag. So Nagadipa Rachita. Rachita means adorned. Bhasura, shining, Karnapuram as the earrings. Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham. Now, invoking Lord Shiva, like any other deity, the purpose is not to ask for this and that. Especially when you go to a Shiva temple, you cannot ask anything because he doesn't have anything. You go to Vishnu, he has enough wealth, quite a bit of wealth he has. So therefore Lakshmi himself is there, what else you want? So you can go ask for this money and then this and that. But Bhagavan Shiva you cannot, maximum you can ask is Vairagya and Arogya. Only these two things you can ask from him. Because Arogya, because he is a Mahayogi, a great yogi and who can alone give, but it's called Vaidyanath. Mahayogi, he can give you the elixir of health. Or he can give the elixir of liberation. Or you can have Vairagya, because that's what he has. Because he doesn't wear anything. Bhagavan, see the difference between their dress. There's a Rudrakshama and then snakes, happy. He had all possible ornaments, everything available in the world. All Ankara Priya. So she doesn't decorate the Shiva at all. I only do that. She only does this. So Vairagya and Arogya, that's all you can ask to the Lord. So what you should ask him? You should ask him in those things which can get your sins destroyed, your impurities and negativities to go away. So therefore you see next verse, Panchananam durita Matta matangajanam Nagantakam Danuja Pungava Pannaganam Davanalam Marana Shoka Jaratavinam Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham Panchananam Duritamattamatangajanam Nagantakam Danuja Pungava Pannaganam Davanalam Marana Shoka Jaratavinam Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham. Pancha Ananam. Pancha means to open also. Ananam, mouth. Panchananam means open mouth, which means none other than the tiger or a lion, any of these two wild things. They keep their mouth always open because it is ever ready to pounce upon to eat. Whenever it is like I told you, hunting. Constantly keeping the mouth open. So Panchananam. So the Bhagavan Shiva is referred here as that lion, which is Duritamatta Matangajanam. Madangaja means a mad elephant. Madangajanam. The lion is one thing which that elephant is afraid of. Because even though it is small, that fellow can attack the elephant without fear. All others are afraid because he is so huge. So the only thing that the elephant, especially mad elephants, are afraid of is, let's say, Matta Madangajanam Panchananam. So, just like the lion which is possibly can attack a mad elephant moving around, similarly, Durita, all our impurities that are there in our heart are like mad elephants, wildly moving around. A mad elephant, it's very dangerous. Even a regular elephant, you look at it, you have a fear and respect. Once it becomes mad, it can destroy anything that comes on its way. Nobody can stop it. So it is like our mind, when it becomes so wild with all the negativities, it can destroy. And many times you will find even somebody whom you respect and love and you are revere, when you are angry and upset, you can just like your own father, your own mother, your own friend or your brother, your own elders, your own teachers. Once a person is angry, blind elephant, mad elephant. So for that, there is only one which can control a mad elephant. It's a lion. So here he says, Bhagavan Shiva is like that lion that can control the wild, mad elephant of our own negativities. Similarly, Nagantakam Danuja Pungava Pannaganam. Pannaganam Danuja Pungava. Danuja is wild demon. Danuja Pungava, the most powerful wild demon, in the form of our own anger, lust, greed, jealousy. These are all like snakes. Why it is called snakes? But they are not visible, they are in the dark. Unlike the mad elephant which is openly available, snakes who won't come on the open. They always go on the side, in the dark, and they stay there. And they are very, very venomous and dangerous. So, for the Pannagana, for those wild snakes, there is only one who can destroy them. It's called Garuda. That's why he is called Nakantaka. Naganam antam karoti iti Nakantaka. It is that which destroys all the Nagas. All the Nagas, see the word Naga becomes snake in English. Naga, it becomes snake. Snakes are. So the snakes which are sitting in the darkness, in the hideout, which can potentially very dangerous. Similarly, our own inner passions, lust, greed, etc., it is not visible outside. Right? Once you express, people don't like it. If a person is greedy, what a greedy fellow. And you are also same, but you say, what a greedy fellow. Somebody shows ego, what an egoistic. See, once somebody starts showing their inner quality, then you become, very unhappy about it. But we all have it potentially inside. So snakes are that, they are there. You won't see them. They are in the hideout, in the darkness. They live in darkness. So, but the Garuda has Garuda's quality is, its eyes are very sharp. They fly high, but they can have the vision of what is under the water. Somebody sent me a video. It's such an interesting thing. How the Garudas, eagles basically, they can fly on the top, let's say 100 meters, 200 meters away on the sky, but they know what is going on inside the water. Zip, come there and pick up and go. And they know how to, their concentration is so powerful, they can directly dive into the water, pick up the fish, huge ones, and go up. And the fishes will be jumping. They have the power to hold them in both their feet and take them out of the water. So their eyes are extremely sharp. So Garuda is considered to be the one who is the end of, or the bring end of snakes. Nagantakam. Of what kind of snake? Danuja Pungava Pannakana. The most wild kind of wickedness which is there in the form of snake within us is like a Garuda. And Swamiji, we are living in a place where everybody is like that. So we are in the forest of life. Forest of life full of all sorts of people. Okay, therefore he says, Bhagavan Shiva is like a forest fire who will burn everything there. Davanalam, meaning the forest fire. Marana, Shoka, Jara, Atavinam. Atavi means a forest. Atavinam, of this forest called various sorrows like Marana, Jara, Marana, Shoka, Jara. Marana means death, Jara means old age, and these are all of all other sorrows also. So all these sorrows that are there in our life, which is like a huge forest, there is only one thing can destroy the whole forest is forest fire. He is like a forest fire, Dava Anala, who can burn the sorrows, forest of sorrows in the form of birth, death, old age. Tavanalam marana shoka jaratavina. Why forest? In forest you do not have directions. It's a thick forest, let us say. Sun even doesn't come inside. And you do not know which is far, north, east, west. You don't have iPhone, huh? Please remember that. I know, which is north. When you we have to look at the sun and find out whether it's south, east or west or no. You don't have that. It's all so covered. And there is no road. Everywhere growth. Which direction you have to go? This is our life. Where we have directionless, We do not have the path clear to us and fully grown, and such a growth of such negativities around us, and people are also of the same nature. So the Lord is in the form of like a forest fire which can cut down everything. That's why they do, no? Sometimes when there's too much of growth, easy to, nobody can go and cut it, put a fire and finished. Everything is burnt. It is said that some of the northern side of California where they grow a lot of narcotics. And the police know certain areas where they do the narcotics, but you cannot stop them. They keep growing. You know what they do? That's why October season, you see, they burn it. They think, oh, it's burning because of the sun. Nothing. These people have gone and burnt it. Because that is the only way to control it. And if you go there, you get a kick of it because everything is burning there. They purposely do that. You burn it because you cannot go on growing that. It's a capital, narcotic capital is that. North side of California is full of this. So the only way to control that is to burn over. Once you burn it, then it's all over. So those who want to go to the higher levels of existence, go to the northern side and you will get it. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhat Bhaved. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.